welcome back to my channel. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you are new here, my name is Idalis de Dios. This channel is based on my business. I just started this business in February, so this is kind of me talking about my journey. In today's video, I am going to be talking about something very important. Whether you are a business owner or you are a consumer, this is a very important topic. I'm not sure what I'm gonna title this video, and the reason is because this video can be interpreted in two ways. Based on this video, you can figure out, if you're a business owner, how you would like to price your custom tees. Or as a consumer, you can see why custom tees are a bit expensive. I'm so sorry. I try to change my location just to give you guys something different. If you guys hear noise, it is my neighbors. They are all outside and they are being loud, so I apologize for that. But let's get into the video. So when I first started doing custom tees, and I always say custom tees, but when I first started, they weren't custom. It was just regular tees, but I wasn't sure if it was gonna be a hit. First, I wanted to see if my customers were gonna want to buy. I needed to scope out, what my audience liked. I was at that moment where I wasn't too sure what hits and what doesn't hit. So I decided to purchase two tees, and based on the performance of these two tees, I was gonna determine whether, yes, this was a hit or this was a fail. The two tees that I purchased, one of them was this one. It says, "Girl, just pray about it." The second tee says, "Bless Mama." My mom actually has one of those shirts. I don't know where she has it at. Not, I would show you. I don't own one of those because I'm not a mom. But with that being said, those two tees were a hit. I ended up having to restock them, I want to say 4 times. But I stopped selling them, and I'm going to mention why. So when I first bought them, they both cost $12.99 per shirt. Each shirt cost $12.99. So when I first seen that, I was like, oh, let me just buy them, because I had mentioned, I just wanted to see if my audience would even want them. I didn't know if they were gonna wanna buy tees. I didn't know. So I was like, let me just buy them and then I'll see if it works or not. I never took into consideration the price. So in other words, you have to look at the price that they're trying to sell you the item for and try to see how much you're going to sell it for, how much you're going to resell it for, and are you going to profit or are you going to lose money? Because the whole point of this is for you to gain a little extra cash, not to lose. That's where I messed up. As a business owner, I ended up losing money every time I would buy these tees. And I'm going to mention why. Like I said, each shirt was $12.99. I ended up selling each shirt for $15.99. And I know that is very horrible business. If you are a business owner, that's horrible business. Because I ended up losing money. Now you might say, oh, but you probably gained $2. That's not gaining, because if you think about it, each shirt was $12.99. Now the shipping wasn't free. I still had to pay for shipping. The shipping was, I want to say, $15 and some cents. So if we do the math, I wouldn't buy a lot of shirts in each stock, except for the last restock. I ended up buying a little bit more than what I would normally buy, because I did see that it was, and that right there was my fault. Because if I would have bought more shirts in one stock that I was going to restock, I probably wouldn't have spent as much on shipping like I did before. So that was one of my mistakes. But with that being said, the way I did it, I ended up losing money. $12.99 per shirt. I want to say for every time I bought, I would buy I want to say 6 shirts. So that's a little bit more than $36. I mean, you guys can do the math because my brain already hurts. But I ended up losing money. It's $12.99 per shirt plus the shipping. So I wasn't profiting at all. When I realized that, because the very first times that I restocked, I was so happy because I was selling. I wasn't even paying attention to how much money was coming in and how much money was coming out. I wasn't really paying attention to that. I was just so excited because the people were responding. So I wasn't paying attention until I started doing, all of the math. I was like, oh, I'm losing money. Like, this is not okay. With that being said, I decided to stop selling them. After the last restock, I decided to stop selling them. And I was trying to see if I could make the shirts myself. It's so much cheaper when you make the shirts yourself. Yes, you have to buy the machines, but you will make your money back from those machines. If you price your items right, you will definitely make your money back. And the machines are not even expensive. I honestly don't think that the Cricut was expensive because you can do so much with that machine. And you can make so many shirts with that machine. So at the end of the day, you do make your money back from those machines when you price your items right. Is why it's very important to price your items right. I was blessed enough to not have to purchase those machines myself. They were a gift. Shout out to my mom and my brother. One of them bought the Cricut and the other one bought the heat press. So the only thing I had to spend money on was like the vinyl and an extra mat that I had to buy, and some of the Cricut tools. They didn't come with any tools, so I had to buy those. But I mean, I didn't really get to spend a lot of money compared to how much money I would have spent if I would have bought both machines and the vinyl, because the vinyl is pretty expensive. But other than that, I was blessed in that area. Now I'm gonna tell you guys why I priced the last these shirts for $15.99, even though I bought them for $12.99. Because at that moment, I had to be realistic with myself. Are my customers, would they buy them for $18? Would they buy them for $21? I kind of had to be realistic with myself and think, what price would they want to buy them at? Now, horrible business, as a business owner, you shouldn't really do that. Not everybody's gonna be your customer. Let's just break down, how much it is to make a custom tee. So each shirt was $5. Okay, so the shirt already is $5. The design, each foot, so 12 inches by 12 inches, is $3.50. So $5 plus $3.50, that's already $8.50. Now, if you buy the design, like let's just say that the design that I wanted, I ended up having to buy because I really liked it and it wasn't for free and I wanted to buy it. That's already, let's just say $2, because some of the designs that I've bought are $2. But some of the designs that I've bought have been $5. So let's just say $5 because that's the most. So the shirt is already $5. The design is already $5. That's already $10. Plus the vinyl, that's already $13.50. And if you're selling the shirt, or I'm selling the shirt for $15.99, I'm literally not making any money. Now, this is not the case for every shirt, because in some shirts I did use the free design. So I am making money when it comes to that. But sometimes it's not even a lot of money. Sometimes I'm only profiting like $5. And it's like, you're telling me that for the hour that I made the shirt, I only made $5. So that's what I'm trying to get to. You have to make sure that you're pricing your items correctly. That's when I realized the shirts don't have to be that expensive. Yes, it's super soft material. It's the tri-blend. It's super soft. This was actually the second shirt that I made. And as you guys can tell, it is not centered how it's supposed to be centered. But I like to wear it from time to time. One, because the material is amazing. And two, because it reminds me of where I came from and where I started from. It really does remind me of how horrible I used to do shirts when I first started. With that being said, this shirt was $5. I mean, I actually got this one for cheaper because it was part of the sample pack. But if I want to go right now and purchase this shirt, it's $5. That's when I realized, yes, the material is amazing, but I can't afford $5 shirts right now. If I was getting a bunch of orders coming in and I up my price, yes, I would be able to afford these shirts. But I can't afford these shirts. I have to be realistic with myself. But I also didn't want to give people, you know, like these Gildan shirts. Nothing wrong with Gildan shirts. I love these. I sleep with these. But I don't like the material, at least not for my boutique. I wanted, for my boutique, my consumers to have this type of material for their tees. Or even these, because when these first came out, I fell in love with this material. Like, I fell in love. So in my mind, I was like, I don't want to use these type of shirts. Now, mind you, these type of shirts are $1.63 when you buy in bulk. You save so much money when you buy these type of shirts. But like I mentioned, I didn't want my boutique to have those kind of shirts because in my mind, I don't know, I wanted it to be more fashionable. I wanted to just look nice overall. I didn't want to give them like cheap shirts, which they're not cheap because Gildan is a really good brand. But I don't know, I just didn't want to give them those type of shirts. I wanted to give them these type of shirts, but they are expensive. I ended up finding similar material to this in the same website where I buy my shirts from, and those shirts go down to $3.75. So from $5 to $3.75, it's still a bit expensive, $3.75 per shirt, and that's still a little bit expensive, but I am saving myself money, and it's similar material. It's so soft. Even the shirts that the other shirts that I bought that are $3.50, because it depends on the color that you want. If you go to my website and you see all the different color shirts that I have on there, not all of them are the same material. Some of them are 100% cotton, and some of them are like this one where they're tri-blend. They have half polyester, half cotton. So with that being said, it depends which one you want. If you want the one that's 100% cotton, it's super soft. It still has like that finishing touch like this one, but it is 100% cotton. That one is $3.50 per shirt when you're buying the blank ones, But the ones that are similar to this type of material, those are the $3.75. Now, I do have some shirts on my website. I want to say the olive shirt that's on there and the teal and the light gray, I want to say those were all the same price as this one. Once I get rid of those shirts, I don't think I'm gonna buy them anymore. Those are the most requested shirts though because of the color. So I might keep them, I don't know. But I have realized that I do need to up my price when it comes to the custom orders. I'm gonna be pricing my shirts at $18. I'm gonna start off by doing it like that. Yes, business is gonna go down because no one wants to pay $18 per shirt. But the thing is that it is handmade, and that's the thing about these shirts. Like, I'm making them myself, so the labor comes into play. Thank you guys so much for watching, and till next time.